A dramatic confrontation in the South China Sea. The crew of a Vietnamese ship scramble as they're chased by the Chinese Coast Guard. They don't get far. Video shot by the Vietnamese appears to show damage to both ships, as well as injuries to some of the crew. In other video, the Chinese appear to use water cannon against the Vietnamese. The latest flare-up in an ongoing dispute over territory. The Vietnamese say their ships are routinely harassed in waters that belong to them, and the Chinese have their own side of the story. In the past couple of days, Vietnam has illegally disturbed Chinese fishing operations, says the Chinese Foreign Ministry. They also accuse Vietnam of interfering with a billion-dollar oil rig. While agreement about lines on maps may be unclear, what is certain is that China's rising power is translating into a more aggressive stance on territory they consider their own. A trend that worries those who see a high-seas standoff like this coming too close to an actual shooting incident.
Competing sovereignty claims in disputed areas, including in the Paracels, must be dealt with peacefully.
While the immediate cause of disputes like this is access to mineral and fishing resources, there is a deeper trend here as well. These are war games in the Philippines, and those Filipino Marines are training with U.S. Marines, part of the military cooperation between the U.S. and some of China's neighbors as Washington carries out its strategic pivot to Asia, a policy that is deeply worrying to Beijing. In years past, China might have struggled to flex its muscles like this in a border dispute. But with their new economic power, they now have both the incentive and the means. Paul Johnson, Global News, Beijing.